Nothing feels as good as a fresh shower. All right, girl. Look at you, girl. You are looking so damn good. I just swear, 42 and just fine. I tell you, these young girls ain't got nothing on me. This body's still tight, skin's still glowing, and child, look at that boot tail. Been hitting up that gym, girl. Yeah, just looking. Wait, what's that? Wait, what the? What? Oh my God, this can't be. Are you serious? I have jiggly arms. So I recently got a great comment from one of our loyal subscribers who asked me a simple question. Roxie, you've got great arms. Can you do a video about how to build them? Well, as scripture says, honey, ask and thou shalt receive. But you know me, I can't just simply do an arm video showing you some random exercises that you can do in the gym. Oh no, honey. We'll get into that a little bit later. But in order to truly build the body, you've got to understand how it even works. So today, let's explore what building arms actually means. Let's break down the anatomy of the muscles and talk about the stuff that gets to the heart of long-term development of strength and tone. This is going to be a multi-part video series, and when I'm done with it, you can find all the videos right over here. So what you need to do right now is to smash that like button and ring-a-ling-a-ling my bell to get all notifications and that you never miss a video. Now let's dive into a quick lesson about the 3 major muscles of the arms, because once you're familiar with these, building them will be a piece of cake. As a trainer, when most women say they want to work on their arms, it usually is womanese for, Roxie, my arms are flabby and the skin is loose, and I need you to work some magic, girl, and please, I want you to make them toned and not bulky. Look, I've been working with enough women in my time to figure out the universal solution to this problem. And you know what? Even the most fit of us are going to deal with this at some point in our lives as we age. But the best way to prevent inner arm wiggle waggle and to keep your arms fit, tight, and toned forever is to start early. So even if you're a young lady in her early 20s, you should definitely apply the tips we'll talk about in this video series to your own programming right now. But let's get back on topic though, okay? So when most women say that they want to work the arms, it usually means focusing on tightening up the triceps and lowering body fat in that area, building up the biceps so that they have these nice peaks, and then rounding out the shoulders so they look sexy and curvy versus flat and undefined. And you know what that's going to mean, right? Tightening up your diet and eating healthy. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. And outside of that, getting into the gym and lifting heavy. Now, I'm not talking about being like the Incredible Hulk, but I do mean that you'll have to push yourself outside of your comfort zone and lift in a way to build your body with lower reps and higher weights. But we'll cover that in the next video. Right now, let's look at the 3 muscles I mentioned today and give you a better understanding of how they work in the body. The first muscle that I want you to focus on are the triceps. Oh boy. That is the muscle that causes the most dread for women with jiggly arms. But what causes the jiggle is multi-layered. You have the loss of tonality in the tricep muscles underneath, and then the accumulation of body fat, especially if you tend to store it there naturally, and then the loss of elasticity that happens as we age. The tricep muscle is made up of one big muscle with 3 heads that attach to your arm bone in different places. So the best way to tone and tighten it is by hitting that muscle at different angles. And so you'll want to do a variety of exercises to improve that area, not just one. Your triceps are powerful muscles that are responsible for giving you strength while the arms are extended. So they work like crazy when you're lugging those heavy grocery bags from the car, or trying to lift something heavy and put it up on a shelf. If your arms are extended, the triceps are at work. The next thing we want to look at are the biceps. The biceps are the muscles you see when you hit that flex in the mirror. Ideally, you want them to have some nice rounded peaks right at the top. The bicep muscle is one big muscle that sits opposite the triceps on the front of your body. It attaches to the arm with two heads. So just like your triceps, you'll want to hit that muscle at different angles to see the best development possible. The movement the bicep muscle is responsible for is anything that requires you to flex your arms. So picking up and holding your baby or fur baby, lifting up heavy grocery bags, or maintaining the strength to hold heavy boxes. And finally, I want you to meet your shoulders, or as we like to call them in the fitness circle, your delts. The shoulders are a group of muscles called your deltoids. And surprisingly, the deltoids have three separate muscles that make up what you simply call the shoulders. You have your anterior delts, which controls movement in the front of your body. Your lateral delts, which are responsible for sideways movements. And your posterior delts, which controls movement in the back of your body. And actually, with so many moving parts, in order to really tone and strengthen your shoulders, you will need to hit it at different angles. I think you might be noticing a pattern here, am I right? When it comes to the delts, they are muscles that are major assistants for your chest, back, and arms. They become active in so many daily activities such as blow drying your hair or even styling it, stabilizing the torso when carrying heavy items and picking things up, and yes, taking front center when you lift things over your head. So you see, the answer to the question of Roxie, how do I build my arms, is more than just showing you a few exercises. Understanding the anatomy of the arms is the best starting point, because what you'll find is that there are worlds of possibilities when it comes to the right training approach for you. Now, I mentioned something super important that you have to keep in mind when it comes to building and tightening up the arms. And that's your diet has to be considered in the whole process. A lot of the arm jiggle women see isn't just about building muscle, it's also about controlling body fat. And yes, that can even mean if you are already a thin woman. Adjusting your body composition by lowering body fat and increasing muscle has less to do with weight loss and everything to do with recompositioning. To do that successfully, you want to eat a well-balanced diet that is moderate to high in protein, lower in fat, and moderate to lower in carbohydrates. In the next video, we'll talk about specific exercises you can hit for each of the muscles we discussed today. And you can watch all the videos in this series right over here. And if you want some great workouts to help to tone your arms and your entire body from head to toe, go ahead and check out the workouts that I have in my Patreon right over here, and I'll go ahead and see you over there.